I'm going to discuss about the application of heat on carbonate salts. When you talk of carbonate salts, we are referring to sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, zinc carbonate, aluminum carbonate, lead carbonate, silver carbonate, gold carbonate, and ammonium carbonate. They are grouped into about 4 groups. The first one is sodium carbonate and potassium carbonate. If we apply heat into them, there will be no decomposition. There will be no reaction. They will remain stable as sodium carbonate and potassium carbonate. Whereas in the case of zinc carbonate or magnesium carbonate or aluminum carbonate or lead carbonate, they will give us lead oxide, carbon dioxide, the other one too, all other ones too, like copper carbonate will give us copper oxide and carbon dioxide. So zinc carbonate, when we apply heat into it, is going to give us zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. So also magnesium carbonate is going to give us magnesium oxide and carbon dioxide. So all those metal carbonates in that group will give us their oxide and carbon dioxide. Whereas the next one, which is the silver carbonate or gold carbonate or mercury carbonate, will give us their metals, because it is used, heat is used in improving upon the metals of silver, gold, and mercury. It's going to give us the metal, carbon dioxide, and oxygen. In the case of ammonium carbonate, it's going to give us ammonia plus water plus carbon dioxide. Practicing question. Question number 1. If we are given 25 grams of calcium carbonate, write the equation, the product, which will be calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So if you are given 25 grams of calcium carbonate, what is the quantity of calcium oxide and carbon dioxide that you will get? In solving this equation, you have to write a balanced equation. Calcium carbonate will give you calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. In this case, everything balances up. The number of calcium you have on the left hand side is what you have on the right hand side. So that of oxygen. So that's why you don't need to balance any equation again. Now going to their molecular weights. Calcium from periodic table will give you 40. Carbon will give you 12, and oxygen will give you 16. So calcium is 40, carbon is 12, and oxygen is 16. And since we have 3 atoms of oxygen, we have to multiply that 16 by 3 to give you 48. So we are now going to add 40 plus 12 plus 48, which gives you 100. And that is the molecular weight of calcium carbonate. If you are now given 25 grams of calcium carbonate, they say you should calculate the amount of calcium oxide and that carbon dioxide that is going to produce. 25 grams of calcium carbonate means that you have divided 100 by 4. So you also go to divide your previous answer for calcium oxide and carbon dioxide by 4. That is 44 divided by 4, which will give you 11 grams of carbon dioxide. And that of 56 of calcium oxide, if you divide by 4, is going to give you 14 grams of calcium oxide. That means 25 grams of calcium carbonate is going to produce 14 grams of calcium oxide and 11 grams of carbon dioxide. Thank you.